Look at this freaking thing. So good. This thing saved my life. In this video, I'm going to share my favorite purchases of the year that I absolutely cannot live without. My name is Matt. I'm a super geek about biohacking, productivity, business, gadgets, and generally nerdy stuff. If you like nerdy stuff, then you're in the right place. I'm going to kick this off reviewing some cool tech I picked up this year. Then we'll get into some of the health, fitness, and anti-aging recommendations I have for you. And lastly, I'm going to assume you like learning since you're on YouTube and all. I'll review some of the best sources of big brain learning I stumbled upon in 2022. And make sure to stick around to the end because this year's book list is so good it'll make you say, holy f***. First, before we get started, if you appreciate this kind of content, it would mean a lot to me if you smash the like button. It's a win-win. It's a YouTube equivalent of a high five, which I love, but it also lets the YouTube algorithm know you want to see more content like this. The first item on my list is a Circadian Optics Bright Light Therapy Lamp. These types of artificial sun lamps are typically used to treat seasonal affective disorder. But I live in freaking sunny-ass Thailand, so why in heaven's name would I need it? One word, sleep. It's one of the biggest levers you have on the quality of your life. Ideally, the best thing to do when you wake up in the morning is to go outside and get some direct sunlight in your eyes. It sets off your circadian clock and your body's like, okay, cool, 16 hours from now I'm supposed to produce melatonin and make this dude sleepy for bedtime. But sometimes it's cloudy, or sometimes you don't have enough time for that walk. Get 15 minutes of lamp time during your morning routine and you're all set. Just look at how much my sleep scores have been improving month on month since I've started this. The next item on my list is the Harman Kardon Onyx 7 portable Bluetooth speaker. You think you don't need another portable Bluetooth speaker, but you haven't yet heard this beast. The sound quality is legit perfect. It's so freaking good. Most Bluetooth speakers are missing decent bass, but the HK Onyx 7 kicks. I bring it to parties, picnics, day sessions, any event that could be enhanced by good music.
I like the way you work it, no diggity.
Next, let's jump into the health category. But first I have to give the customary, I'm not a doctor, this isn't medical advice, blah blah blah. I'm just a guy on the internet. Now that's done, the first health item I got for you is the Tonic Anti-Aging Supplement Elixir. What I like about it is that it contains equal parts high purity NMN and resveratrol. 1 gram of each per day is what Dr. David Sinclair, author of Lifespan and co-director at Harvard's Anti-Aging Research Program, recommends as an anti-aging supplement stack. Now it wouldn't be one of my best purchases list if it didn't include a skincare recommendation from my wife. And this year it's the Elixir Abalone Collagen Powder Supplement. Collagen is super popular right now for skincare. According to Healthline, studies have shown that collagen supplementation helps reduce wrinkles and dryness. In other words, it makes your ass look less old. Speaking of ass, this next one is a weird one, but hear me out. I was listening to a podcast with Dr. Peter Attia. Dude said, quote, no one should ever die from colon cancer. It's one of the few cancers that can be completely avoided. So I went and got my next best purchase of the year, and that was a colonoscopy. You're supposed to get the first one at 45, but I went anyways. I shit you not, no pun intended, it literally saved my life. The doctor found 2 precancerous growths, which he immediately removed then and there.
Hold up, wait a minute.
If you're getting up there in age, please go get checked out. My next favorite purchase was a Ridley Phoenix road bike. My trainer recommended I start doing some fasted cardio in the morning. I can't stand jogging, so I decided to give cycling a shot, and I loved it. Plus, it's another great way to get natural morning sunlight in the eyes, and you know I'm about that sleep hacking. The next purchase I'm straight up addicted to, and that's sugar-free electrolytes from Ultima. I work a lot, I sauna a lot, I a lot. Haha, just kidding. I only sauna a couple times per week. These handy electrolyte packets are sugar-free, guilt-free, and also really help with hangovers. At least that's what a friend said. Next we have the Ohm Roller, in particular the 5-inch Ashona model. I'm sure you've heard of foam rollers before. The Ohm Roller is the Rolls Royce of them. I use it for lower back release, IT band tightness, and smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Alright, this next one was a game changer for my sleep, and it only cost $17. It's an LED digital clock from Reacher. Whoop-de-freaking-do, a clock. Mind-blowing technology. Relax. Let me tell you why this is so good for sleep. For one, if you want a good sleep, you want to eliminate light in your room. This thing will dim down to 1 lux. You also want to avoid blue light. Check, this one is red. And lastly, you don't want to sleep next to your phone. Fantastic, you got a clock now. There's no more excuse of keeping your phone in your room. Alright, let's move on to some of the learning and intellectual development finds that I found this year. Starting with an online concierge doctor. What the hell is a concierge doctor? Well, most of the time you go to the doctor when you have a problem. I meet with the concierge doctor once per month to prevent problems from ever happening. We look at my genome combined with periodic blood work to come up with health and fitness goals and the habits and supplements needed to get there. I've learned so much about peak performance that I can say that I haven't felt better than I do right now. That said, it's not cheap. I don't want to blow up my doctor's contact form, so if you're interested, leave a comment below and I'll get you the contact details. My next favorite purchase was a subscription to Masterclass, where you can learn from world-class experts on pretty much any subject. My assumption here was that Masterclass would be the learning equivalent of reading a book on steroids. Did it live up to the hype? Well, I read the negotiation book, Never Split the Difference, and I also watched the Masterclass version, and the Masterclass crushed the book. Other notable masterclasses I watched were Paul Krugman teaches economics and society, and Tan France teaches style for everyone. I know you love this shirt. Don't lie. The next excellent purchase that I'm loving is a guitar and guitar lessons. This year I wanted to stimulate my brain in a different way and also add a little bit of creativity to my life, so I took up guitar. I've only been at it for a month and I can already play this. Kidding, I suck, but I'm having a lot of fun. Alright, let's get into some of my favorite books of the year. I got 2 killer books on investing for you. The first is Buy This Not That by Sam Dogan. I think of this book as a 2022 updated version of other great personal finance books like Money by Tony Robbins or I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. What I like about Sam Dogan is he goes beyond the typical finance advice like save money and invest in the index. For example, he dives deep into real estate and taught me a thing or two about how to find a good deal. I also love Richer, Wiser, Happier by William Green. For folks like you and I, index fund investing is the idiot-proof way to not lose your ass investing. But if you ever wanted to know how the unicorn-level investors like Warren Buffett and Peter Lynch make their decisions, the author interviewed more than 40 of them over 25 years and compiled their best teachings into this book. The next 3 books are focused on happiness optimization, starting with The Algebra of Happiness by Scott Galloway. Scott Galloway is a business professor at NYU and has given some epic speeches which you can find here on YouTube. He gives a formula for happiness which I concur with on multiple levels. Next we have Dopamine Nation by Anna Lembke. From an evolutionary standpoint, the neurotransmitter dopamine rewards you when you do the things you need to do to survive, like eat, drink, and... But us dummies love anything that releases dopamine, so we're addicted to smoking, junk food, and porn. Dopamine Nation helps you understand how the system works so you can have more control over your life. Stealing Fire was another mind-blowing book. It talks about what Navy SEALs, Silicon Valley execs, and other top-tier performers have in common. They seek out group flow states where multiple minds work together as one unit and achieve 10x of what would be capable from individuals. That could be through meditation or even Google doing hiring interviews at Burning Man. And yes, that's actually happened. Next we have Lessons of History by Will and Ariel Durant. Ever since COVID, I've been interested in large-scale economics. What happens when billions of people change their trends and patterns? This book, similar to Sapiens if you've read that, goes over the vital and profound lessons of our past in order to glean some guidance for the future. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this one.